Alakazam has firmly cemented itself as a powerful deck to watch out for over the last few months. From a regional win to multiple top cuts and a finals appearance at the North American International Championships, it's become clear that Zam is a very strong deck. And a lot of the deck's success recently has come from how adaptable the archetype is. Since our main gimmick is drawing lots of cards, that means we can get creative with different tech inclusions without making the deck super bricky or inconsistent. This becomes quite clear when you look back at past iterations of the deck. Starting in Prague, we had the Handheld Fan version of the list, followed by Rabscurtain Forest of Vitality getting top 8 at the Campinas Regional, then Karis Jones won Indianapolis Regionals using Nighttime Mines. And that brings us up to today, where the Nighttime Mine seems to be the best version of the deck. But going forward, I think there might actually be a better iteration of Alakazam that might actually be more strongly positioned into the current format. And the main idea starts when we look at one of Alakazam's main bad matchups in the form of Dragapult. Generally against Pulse, you can get off to a pretty early lead. If your opponent goes into Buddy, Kadabra is able to one-shot it, whereas if they just pass their turn, you can turbo into an Alakazam to start taking prizes. You should be able to get ahead by around 4 prizes if all goes well, before your opponent starts to involve hand disruption. Assuming you get Genesect into play, your opponent has to rely on a late red card once you go down to 2 prizes. And this is where things can start to get difficult. Whilst it becomes incredibly hard to go through a Dragapult after a red card in the late game, there's actually an easier way for us to take the final 2 prizes, and that is with Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Finding Bloodmoon and Boss is going to be quite a bit easier to set up on the turn that you get hit with a red card, and with Watchtower declining in play rates coming out of NAIC, we don't have to worry as much about finding the stadium. Bloodmoon also helps against any deck where you might feel stretched for resources, such as the Mirror or any other single prize deck, since it gives you an extra way to attack right at the end of a match. But I'm sure there's a pretty glaring question here. What happens when we start Ursaluna as our only Pokemon in the opening hand? Well, by playing a single Switch and 2 copies of Air Balloon, we don't have to worry as much, with Air Balloon doubling down as a way to get Genesect onto the board in the majority of games where Ursaluna isn't our starting Pokemon. We're also going to be playing a surprise Eri to try and catch some red cards or unfair stamps, and a one-off Wondrous Patch helps us to set up an Ursaluna and Alakazam in the same turn, whilst also letting us use Enriching Energy a lot more when we struggle for energy attachments in the early game. With that said, here's the list. It's not too different from a normal Alakazam 60, but a lot of consistency has been shaved off to make room for our Bloodmoon package as well as the special red card. To try and prove that the Bloodmoon idea works, I'm going to be entering an online tournament with this list. We're going to be playing 7 rounds of Swiss, after which there should only be 1 player left at a 7-0 record who will be the winner out of just over 100 players. After a round 1 no-show from a B-draw player, we're going to be getting into round 2 with a 1-0 record against a spicy Archaladon list. Getting into round 2 here, this is truly a Mickey Mouse matchup. Oh wait, he has an Articuno. That's not good. I'm actually about to get Articuno'd. Wait, but Bloodmoon really helps against Articuno, doesn't it? Because if they just go lone Articuno board, then I just go Bloodmoon KO. So I can just boss around this Articuno, and then eventually I can go Bloodmoon and hit into it. And then hopefully that's enough. And actually, they might be going for the regular game plan. No, okay, they are going for an Articuno. So boss here. And then I guess we just do this, and then we have prize double Telepath, which isn't fun. If we get this, then we have a follow-up. This hand's kind of mid. But then again, they are playing Articuno, so I think we have some time. And they give us Prism Tower for free, which is easy draw. So I think, what do I think? I think Dedenne is probably what we want to rely on for most of this game. They do only play 1 Night Stretcher actually, so there's a world where if we can shift enough water energy, then they're actually forced to go into a regular kind of Archaladon game plan. And if they're just going with a regular Archaladon, we're heavily kind of, you know, we're very favoured. Because they only have 1 red card and 1 Hero Escape. And if they're trying to go red card Hero Escape in the same turn, then Genesect is going to come down fast enough to kind of limit that. I don't know if we're going Prism Tower this turn. I would like to take a knockout. But it's not necessary. Okay. So we could... There is an Ultra Ball, so I think I do want to evolve this benched. I probably want the Psychic. Okay. Well, I suppose we're probably just doing like this. Getting one of these and then sitting behind the Abra. The Ultra Ball is probably meant to be a 4th Poké Pad, but I wanted extra outs to Bloodmoon. Like this? Sure. Lana. Okay, and then we're just going to sit behind a Genesect, I think, and then pass. They could go into an Archaladon here, actually, but they're not going to. It's probably just going to be a swing for 70, which is understandable. I think the thing is going red card once they go down to 2. Like, when they're on 2 prizes, go, like, red card boss. I don't know. They are benching things, though. So maybe I have to... I think I probably do have to take advantage of Dedenne to use more than 3 boss. But it really depends on, you know, if they're happy to keep benching stuff. That is a terrible hand. That is just shocking. Okay, well if we do this, and then we're fine giving up the Genesect. The more prize cards we give up like this, the faster they get to a position where I can just go Bloodmoon, KO the Articuno. And if they put Hero Escape on Articuno, that's probably best case, because then Bloodmoon's Hero Escape Articuno isn't fixing any math, so I don't expect them to do it. Unless it were like even if I were loading up Fez, you'd still need to boss it before I get to an attack. Not that I am loading up a Fez, but they're actually passing, which is interesting. There's the Zam. So I'm just gonna start bossing things, and then we have the Air Balloon here, so we can get back into Dedenne pretty freely, which is nice. I mean, they can't be content to just... Oh, they can't. No, they can't be content because I have Dedenne. I will never lose to deck out. They will lose to deck out first. So that's that. We could go into Dedenne. We could go into Dedenne here and recover the Lana, because then what does that do for me? I think we're just bossing around this. Probably the Duraludon. They do only have 1 Night Stretcher. Yeah, just in case, because this means that they can't safely go for an Archaladon. I don't need to attach the energy because I'm not scared of a hand disruption option for another few turns. Oh, okay, so they are going to swing. They are going to swing, so this does mean I have some time. This can get me Dedenne, which can recover some bosses, which is nice. I haven't actually checked the deck to see if Dedenne is in there, but I hope it is. And if not, hopefully I can, you know, draw it pretty soon. Again, I don't need to attach energy yet. And then if I don't find a boss next turn, then I am going Poffin, get Dedenne, and you know, do some fun stuff. Start recovering some cards. Although they are going to go back into another Duraludon, which is interesting. Very interesting. I mean, they're respecting the Bloodmoon, which makes sense. Big respect on the Bloodmoon. Oh, I prized Dedenne. And another boss. Wait, this is really bad. I should have prize checked. I should have prize checked. I should have definitely prize checked. because now I'm in a bit of a difficult... I mean, I don't see how I would have played around this, but it's just really annoying. We could hit this thing for 30, actually. We could hit this thing for 30. So I get 2 hits in here and then 2 hits in here, and that's enough for a knockout. So I think if we just do this, and then hopefully this baits out an Archaladon. If we can bait out an Archaladon, then we're in a really good position. My voice sounds really weird because I've been ill lately. This does look like they're prepping an Archaladon though, which is very good for us. I think we can safely get down to a position where we're looping the Dunsparces, and there's not too much to be scared of. The main thing is probably going to be... I still have the Ash, don't I? Don't I? Yeah, there it is. The Ash and the Night Stretcher, so I don't need to worry about... and Patch. So I don't need to worry about resources, I don't think. I think the main thing is if I do KO this Articuno, that opens up Archaladon plus what am I trying to say? Archaladon Red Card is then a play they can go for. And I mean, inevitably they will have it in the... unless it's prized. Oh, they could actually... Raging Hammer is something they can do. Benching the Patrat is also interesting. If I shove the Genesect, they're just going to pass. They're not going to hit into this Genesect. I think this needs to come down, and then we're going Hilda, and we're getting double Dudunsparces. I want to be cycling through the deck. I think that's a good place to be at. There we go. Okay, now we're cycling, which is good. We can safely evolve. No, I think we will lose the deck out if I evolve. I mean, I can evolve and just choose not to. What am I on about? Oh no, I can't. It came in this turn. Patch is something that exists. Let's do that. I think it's probably become apparent at this point that I don't have access to Dedenne. I think that's probably a pretty logical conclusion, or another boss. They could go into an Archaladon here, but then you don't get red card, so maybe not. Maybe not. They have black belt though, so if they have Night Stretcher... Oh wait, we're seeing an Archaladon? Or a Raging Hammer. You could Raging Hammer. You could also Fan Rotom, I guess. Something you can do. We're probably switching then. I'd rather not burn energy whilst I don't have access to Dedenne, so I think we're switching. That's the second water though, so if this Articuno goes down, they don't have the means to... Sure. Maybe the Wondrous Patch was a mistake. So they can't safely go into this Articuno again. I guess this is baiting out the red card Archaladon play then. So we're doing this. This. I don't want to go into Fez. I don't want to go into Fez. I have enough out to Zam. I don't need to get an energy. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 cards in total. Is it a Sacred Ash? I think we just take a knockout and see what happens. We're almost definitely not benching Fez. I think that would be a mistake. Okay, there's a boss. There's a boss at least. Yeah, I think we should be good then. if they're gonna... Oh, they're gonna go back into Articuno. That's good. Red card? Red card would be a sell here, I think. Red card would not be a good idea. Unless you're shoving up an Archaludon, which I don't think you're gonna do. Okay, just a Dark Frost then. So we have the Kadabra knockout. We have the means to get our Zam pieces back. We do also have a red card this turn. I think a red card this turn is going to be very good. Actually, hold on. So I go to 2, I knock out. They can go Raging Hammer, go to 1. I go to 1, but then I'm losing to Archaludon. So I think I have to just go Alakazam. Don't draw any cards, because then I just... Well, I wouldn't lose, because I'm going Sacred Ash. And then we go Ash. Like this. No, I need multiple of these for the Articuno. Then we do that. Then that. I like having these cards in deck. So then we do this. Then we do this. And now we can knock out. And if they have boss, then it gets difficult. But they've given themselves no onboard draw, no prison towers, and there are only 2 boss left. So the only way you take a knockout here is by going Archaludon or finding boss, and I'm confident that they don't have... Well, they could have boss, but I would like to think they don't, because then I'm in a very good position. And yeah, no, it can also force this out, where they have to go red card without promoting an Archaludon. Or they could just have Archaludon and it's fine. What? Bro! Are you serious? That's mad. They just have it like that. Fair enough. Fair play. Red card is so bad. I've actually just red carded them into everything. If I don't have it here, I can shove Bloodmoon. And then hopefully that does enough. Okay, yeah, well, we're definitely going Dawn this turn, because that's like the only supporter I have left. The only good supporter I have left. So 2, 4, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I think I just have game, right? This should just be game. Three, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 15. Exactly enough cards. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Knockout. Oh, that was scary. That was... Where's my Dedenne? Did I cut Dedenne? This list doesn't play Dedenne. I forgot about this. This list doesn't play Dedenne and doesn't play Hammers. We're going to be against Bloodmoon here. This matchup's kind of weird. I think it's probably in their favor. In fact, yeah, no, it is probably in their favor, yeah. It helps that we get to go first, but they've got 3 Soul Rock and 2 Air Balloon to help get into the Soul Rock. I think it's just going to be, like, stretching resources as far as possible. I mean, this hand is terrible. though. This hand is like terrible. I think Genesect's probably the best lead. But when the hand looks like this, it's disgusting. Give me a top deck. What? There is also Ground Crusher plus Venture Bomb. That's very annoying. Or Risky Ruin. Oh no, you need a Ruins in play anyway. So it's like Risky Ruins plus Monkey Dory plus Ground Crusher. Choosing to put the Genesect into play. I don't know if I agree with this. I don't think I agree with this, actually. It's probably... The angle is probably stretching the energy, right? They play 7 Fighting, 1 Tarragon, 1 Energy Retrieval, 3 Night Stretchers. So if you're burning 3 energy per Bloodmoon... No, that's probably not enough. I don't think... Monkey Dory... No, I don't think Bloodmoon is one-shotting an Alakazam. So... Maybe we can stretch their resources late game. I don't know. I don't think there's any like concrete game plan here. I think we just kind of play it out and see what happens, to be honest. Oh, I should have put the Air Balloon in play. Damn. They're gonna get like Venture Bombs here, I think. If they don't put any Pokemon into play, then they have just given up Risky Ruins for no value, though. There's that. I do have to give something up to the Solrock, which is... Yeah, no, it's got to be the Genesect. Gotta be. They do have Ruins to bounce my Battle Cage immediately. This is awkward. I don't think Genesect's helping you. It doesn't seem to do much. They have got multiple Monkey Dories. And we are going to see damage into play, which is fair enough. So you'd need 2 damage counters on a Zam to be knocking it out. 1 won't do it. I don't know, this matchup seems really weird. Not a fan. At all. Get this though, let's see some more cards. A Telepath or a Poffin here is needed. Okay, that will do. That will do. The only advantage is I have hand disruption, you don't. So if we're taking the little wins where we can, then, you know, that's the best kind of, that's the only kind of redeeming feature. Getting a Battle Cage to stick, I think, gets quite a lot of value if we can make that happen. It might actually be a little bit difficult for them to set up a Bloodmoon, because I think against things like Dragapult, you just want to hit the Pult with Solrock and then follow it up with an Ursaluna. But you don't really have a good way to get 3 energy in the hand. I mean, I guess Energy Retrieval is helping you, and the fact that you're drawing cards helps. There's definitely ways this matchup can go well. There's definitely like... There's a lot of plays that they can miss, especially later on, which could have some pretty major kind of implications. Because I'm only 1 turn behind. They're on 5, I'm on 6. So that's fun. Oh, not Ting Lewis. Ting Lewis could be really awkward. So Alakazam needs to lock in and draw me at least 1 Kadabra. To be fair, if it doesn't draw me a Kadabra, then we're just gonna really struggle to set up another Zam anyway. But Ting Lewis, because of resistance, is hitting Zam for 0. Which is why I say it's pretty awkward for an Ursaluna to get there. I mean, you have Venture Bombs. Are we going in with this Abra? Or no? I think there's no reason not to. I mean, you have Shift 20 for the knockout anyway. Shift 20, if I shove up a healthy Abra and then make it a Kazam, then they can just Shift 20 and then they're reaching for knockout with Ursaluna anyway. Which is what I was trying to say, but it didn't come across very well. So I don't see a reason not to do this. Okay. Get one of these. I would like a Stadium Bounce. That would be very helpful. They are down a boss, actually. Which means we're not far off being able to put this Fez in play. I need a Stadium Bounce. I'm not... that's bad. Oh, there it is. Last card. Is it an Eri? Yeah, I think it's got to be an Eri here. There's a Night Stretcher. They have the Bloodmoon and they have the Tarragon. The Tarragon doesn't get full value, but it still reaches for a knockout. We're looking alright though, actually. I don't want to bench Fez just yet, but they do only have one boss left. Again, I haven't prized yet, same as last game. Although last game I thought I prized a Dene when I just didn't have it. That is one of the main drawbacks of this deck, is you lose hard to Mist Energy and Rocky Fighting. So Crossel is ironically an auto loss. Not ironically, but I mean, we've always been pretty good into Crossel as Alakazam because most lists play Dedenne. But without Dedenne and without Crushing Hammer, you know. How much does he need? 110, so shift 40. I don't think you can get there. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, so you're just not taking a knockout this turn? Which is good. That gets me right back on track. Because that actually puts me ahead in the prize mapping. Last Risky Ruins. I did also catch a Night Stretcher, which I don't think is super important. But okay, big tails there. Big tails. If that was heads, you can just take a knockout with Soul Rock. Because you just shift 20. But here you need... I don't know, how feasible is it? They haven't supported yet, so Crispin would get there. Tarragon won't get there. Oh, so we're happy to do like the Lucario game plan of just... Oh. Okay. I don't know if I like this, actually. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I like this from them. You have to shift 20 from the active, first of all. But I can just... You don't play hand disruptions. There's nothing stopping me just evolving. Huh? Oh, and you're lining up a Soul Rock here. Okay. I can get behind that. But there is nothing stopping me, just, like... evolving. Have they got a game glitch? Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, they were just frozen. Bad Wi-Fi. Okay, well that's all the stadium's gone, and they're almost out of Venture Bombs, so yeah, I like this. Show me a stadium bounce, and we're in a... yeah, show me a stadium bounce, we're in a pretty good spot. And they're out of Tarragon, and they only have one Night Stretcher. Okay, why can't... I can't attach my Enriching Energy, what's up with that? What's wrong? What? What? Oh, Genesec's in play. Oh. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not too scared of anything. Oh, maybe they didn't realize that Ting Lewis hits me for resistance. That's what they were confused about. That would make sense. We could do this. How scared am I of Ting Lewis plus Venture Bomb heads? Venture Bomb is on one of your opponents. Okay, I'm a little bit scared of Venture Bomb heads. Let's just do this. I don't want to bench an Abra if it's coming into play straight to be, you know, to give up 2 prizes on this Kadabra and the Abra. Okay, now we're good. We have a prize lead. I don't think I'm going to give up... Yeah, I don't see how I'd give up any multi-prize turns. And with Bloodmoon, we should just have enough ammunition to kind of trade back and forth. I still have Lana, is the main thing. And they are out of stadiums. 1 more Venture Bomb, and was that just 20 more counters? I can't see. I think it's just these 20 counters. Which means the end game should be really awkward. I think this is just a very good position. And also, Tarragon and 2 Night Stretchers gone. So every energy that you give up here, you only have 1 Night Stretcher and 1 energy retrieval left. So every energy that you let me take off your board, like 3 on this Bloodmoon, that energy is not coming back. very easily. Especially because we're entering a red card range. We're getting very close to red card territory. Do this. I think it's got to be a Lana here. No, Lana doesn't get full value. Probably a Dawn then. Oh wait, I prized one of those. Is red card in there? Red card is in there. Nice. Handheld Fan would be nice as well. Handheld Fan would be a very nice card to have in this spot. I'm not scared of Ting. Am I scared of Tinglu? If I stretch back the Alakazam, then I wouldn't be scared of Tinglu anymore. I guess there's still a world where they boss down yeah, I'm just thinking of how they can get back into play. If I bench the Abra and then Poffin into double Dunsparce, there is a world where they can boss the Dunsparce, flip heads on Venture Bomb. Yeah, I think there's a world. I think I just have to bench Abra here and don't put any Dunsparce into play, because if I put Dunsparce into play, that opens up, albeit a very slim chance, but there is a world where I lose from that. And at this stage I should have gone Lana, by the way, this turn, to get back the energy. Since we're ahead in a single prize matchup, the main thing for me is making sure I don't give up any loss conditions. Since I'm in a kind of commanding spot here, I just have to make sure I don't give them any angles to win the game, which should be pretty easy, considering their deck doesn't do much in terms of like fancy combos. Wait, the Fez is massive. If they go Fez, I just win. That's the third Night Stretcher. Is it getting Bloodmoon? Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, fair enough. But now, this is your last Bloodmoon, so I can just shove this healthy Abra and you have no way to knock it out. 20 onto the benched Abra? Gotta be. Oh, wait. But now this active Abra... Oh, there's still a Venture Bomb. There's still a Venture Bomb. Somewhere. They whiffed on the energy. They whiffed on the energy. Okay. Okay, yeah, game. Cool. So we are 3-0. There's 3 more rounds to go. And if we go 6-0, then we just win. So we're in a pretty good position, I'd say. Oh, man. I don't want to do this. This matchup's so bad. It's like 95% in their favor. It's miserable. Okay, I get to go first. That's something. That is a hand. One of the hands of all time. If they lead Articuno, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, that's not an Articuno, to be fair. That is not an Articuno. At least for the time being, we haven't lost yet. Draw, attach, pass, please. Your deck is a brick. No! 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 That's not an Articuno, to be fair. There's not an Articuno yet. Is there ever a world where they whiff on the Articuno? I don't think so. But just in case... Wait, you have Ultra Ball. They do know what Articuno does, right? They do know. Surely they know. Surely. Because, like, surely you just grab Articuno double Taruma. Right? Surely they know. Surely. They might not know. Wait, they might actually not know. If they don't know, we might not be completely cooked. But just saying you don't know what your cards do and you don't know what my cards do is very bold. So I'd be more inclined to think they just... It could be double Articuno prized. That is a non-zero Non-zero chance. And to be honest, I think it's more likely that they prize double Articuno than they don't know that Articuno just auto wins this. You know, double Articuno, Mimikyu, and Mewtwo. Ariana to 8. That's not a Rocket supporter. I mean, even if they don't know what the card does, there's always a very real possibility they just, like, impulsively put it down to draw more cards off Ariana or something. Okay, it is a takedown. We get 2 prizes for free. Wait, so if we get 2 here, we get 2 on these, and then I just need to get 2 more prizes in other ways. It could be like Bloodmoon Switch 2-tap a Mewtwo. That is, they don't have Petrol. It is just Yuho Kalima's list, and Yuho didn't have Petrol. Do I load up a? I think I load up a Dudunsparce, to be honest, because I'm expecting an Articuno to come into play at some point. They don't get cards off Lucky Helmet, which is fun. Okay, there's a Spider-Ops. But we're at the point now where they just need to bench loads of Pokemon. Right, so if they have an Articuno, they're just going to impulsively bench it, I think. And we're just cooked. Yeah, and this gets Articuno. This is going to get an Articuno here. And then what? And then my full prize lead does nothing. This gets Articuno, right? Yeah. Right, and now I just lose. It's so bad. It's so terrible. They have burnt all of their stadiums. To be fair, I can go through these Spider-Ops. I can take out these Spider-Ops, and then I will have Dudunsparce to take a single prize. So, yeah, there's a world where we can win this. It's winnable. Especially since I get to go down to 3 and they haven't done anything yet. So we're doing this. We're land crushing. I want the Stadium Bounce. I think the Stadium Bounce here would be very beneficial. Max Bell doesn't do anything for them, except it is necessary to go Genesect if we're going for the Bloodmoon to 2-shot a Mewtwo. That is something we have to do. I thought I had more. I forgot I only played 2 Dunsparce. If it's not obvious, I've not played this list very much. Yeah, this isn't terrible, actually. We get to go to 3 prizes. We get multiple energy on it. There's Bloodmoon. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Let me do this. So now I just need to figure out how I'm taking 3 prizes. Next problem. I think they definitely misplayed by not just grabbing the Articuno immediately. And if they did grab the Articuno immediately, this game could have played out much differently. Fortunately for me, their deck sucks. Rocket's Box is not a very good deck. And so it's fine. You could even get 2 Articuno here if you want to be greedy, but I'm pretty sure this is getting a Spider-Ops. Oh, the Mewtwo! Wait. Yeah, this is opening up Bloodmoon 2-shot. Okay, it might be time. Yeah, it's almost definitely time to bring Dudunsparce into this if they're just going to pass with a Tarantula active. Alternatively, we can hit the Mewtwo with Dudunsparce, and then that brings it into range of Freddy. I think I just have to hit into this thing with Dudunsparce and then kind of go from there. This is so stupid. This is actually so stupid. What am I doing? Boss this guy. We could have just Super Psybolted, dropped 30 on this Tarantula. I am still at odd prizes, so I need to figure out how I'm taking this last prize card. And it might just have to be Bloodmoon. My angle might just be like Bloodmoon, Genesect, Red Card as soon as they go down to like 2 prizes left. That might be all we can do. Now I think I need Boss. Yeah, we probably have to grab this Tarantula. Do I have... I do have energy, because I still have Lana and I still have Night Stretcher. Right. Where do we go from here? Next problem. I do have two boss. I do have two boss left. So, I think I just want to boss and hit this thing with Kadabra twice. Which is both my bosses. And then I can use Bloodmoon to take out the Mewtwo. And that's going to be our prize map. Our very messy, cobbled together prize map. Okay, and then we swing into this thing for 30. This is such a weird game. But I think we're winning. I think we're winning. And Bloodmoon, it's all thanks to Bloodmoon. It's so dumb. It's actually so stupid. Giovanni, they're taking the Alakazam. This does mean I don't have to... Well, now I have to give up prizes. I just have to let them take prizes on me. Which is never fun. But we have so much control over, like, the prize mapping. You know, playing all single prizes. Are we going Ash yet? Well, I'm definitely bossing. This puts me to 2 prizes. Are we going Ash? I want to shove this Genesect. I don't think so. I think we're doing this for sure. We are now actually in a position where their only remaining attacker either dies to Alakazam or dies to Bloodmoon. And if it's Bloodmoon, then it's just game. I want to do this. We do have the energy and the Lana to get back the energy. I just want to be ready for a Spidops. Like, fully ready. Okay. Okay. Bloodmoon. Bloodmoon Ursaluna could do it here. We are down to 2 prizes. If they take 1 more prize card, we are in a position where Bloodmoon Ursaluna, to take out the Mewtwo, will just be game. I think we're going to do it. Now, I am down all 3 boss, which is not very fun. And I don't remember why I got rid of the 3rd. Why did I get rid of the 3rd? I don't remember, actually. Okay, so we're gonna do this. They don't have hand disruption, so I don't need to be worried about that. So I want you, and I think I want you again. Because I have Sacred Ash, so I can just shuffle all the Pokemon back whenever. Then we're doing this. I don't see a reason to hit into this thing. Oh, if I hit into this, then that incentivizes them to take a knockout. And then we red card just in case. For, like, no reason at all. Bloodmoon Ursaluna is about to win us a game against Rocket's Box. as Alakazam. This is about to be huge. Just take the knockout. Come on, take the knockout. No! Yes! Bro! And then we can go Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Bro! And we can take out the Mewtwo. Bloodmoon is the GOAT. That's mad. Right, we're against Greninja. Greninja with Festival Lead engines. It seems like another bad matchup. Okay, well this is, I mean, it's a good start, right? We can get into turn 2 Alakazam. Wait, is this a throw? No, I have Dawn, it's fine. Is it this or is it that? I think it's this, actually. They only have 1 red card, so I don't need to worry about hand disruption for a bit. And then we pass. You go Goldeen. I can just take out this Goldeen immediately, and then you're kind of on the back foot. I think I do need a Shaymin. I would like a Shaymin, because otherwise Terra Greninja is a little bit scary. If there's no energy attachments, then we don't care as much. But if there is an energy attachment, then it starts to get a little bit kind of iffy. Give me a boss. Give me a boss. Boss plus Alakazam, so I don't have to Dawn. Right, well there's that, and now I can get Shaymin pretty safely. Not that I mean, yeah, I don't need to be super scared of this Terra Greninja, because I don't think they have a way to cheat energy. They don't. Which means I can just do this for now, actually. And then just have a knockout here? I don't... Oh, maybe I should have gone Genesect. Oh, I get Genesect here. Genesect seems really awkward for them to deal with, so if we do this now... Never punished. Maybe I should have gone Genesect. Oh, I'll just, you know, draw Genesect. Let me do this. Because the follow-up play that I really struggle with is, like, instant Mega Greninja plus thingy. They could go Shinobi Blade here. Shinobi Blade is a possibility, which then brings me into red card range. But then the problem is energy attachment. You have to kill a turn either attacking with Goldeen, Seeking, sorry, or not attacking at all. Both seem kind of awkward. Oh, and also, if you attack with Terra Greninja, then you have to set up a whole new Froakie. And if you prized rare candies, then it's awkward. I think we just see what they go for here, and then just try and respond to that in whatever way is possible. I mean, they have options. It's probably a Seeking here, actually, I would imagine. But I think going for a Seeking might be a mistake, right? Because if they attack with Seeking, I go to 4. They can't hand disrupt whilst going in with a Mega Greninja. So either you have to give up another single prizer, either you have to, yeah, either you have to give up a single prizer for free, which gives me time to set up multiple Dudunsparce, or you go in with a Greninja but you don't go for a red card, which is also quite bad. This is in range of a whatever Greninja's Mortal Shuriken, that's it. But I don't think I care that much, actually. Because as I say, either you swing with Greninja next turn, which is good for me, or you give up, or you just like go into another Seeking, which is also good for me, I would say. Is it good for me? I mean, I guess then I get to 2-shot the Greninja, and they can't go Wally, because if you go Wally, you're clearing all your energy, which, you know. What am I up to? 3, 6, 9, 12. 38. I need 18 to KO a Greninja. Yeah, I think we're in a good position. This is very commanding. Is it a Goldeen or is it a Greninja? Is the question. If I think Greninja is a throw here, right? I think Mega Greninja is probably your worst course of action from this position. They disagree though. How would we feel about, because they've attached something? Yeah. How would we feel about putting Fez into play? I might have to. Do I have to? I don't think I... yeah, I need to put Fez into play if I want to keep a Dudunsparce. I think this is a mistake, because now you let me go to 1, at which point boss's game, and you can't hand disrupt. Giving up Genesect? Genesect's kind of served its purpose. I think we're fine giving up Genesect. Okay. Apparently not. This is much better. Although I reach for a knockout here, and then it's very difficult for you to do anything other than just Shinobi Blade. And it's a lot easier for me to go through a Shinobi Blade Greninja than a Mega Greninja. Right. I think I need to Fez. I need to be very, I need to count this all out properly. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. Yeah, I have one card left. Well, this... what don't I want? One of these. There we go, here we knock out. Cool. And I still have 3 boss in deck. Yeah. And a Fez on board. There's a lot to like about where we're at right now. Their energy is never a problem. They play an energy retrieval into Night Stretcher. Special red card is warranted. There's the Rare Candy though. And the boss. So Alakazam Energy is just game. If they don't take a knockout here, then it's just game. If they do take a knockout, then I get Fez draw. If they boss KO the Fez, then I just have game. No matter what happens, I think because they went in with a Mega Greninja so early, I think we're in a very, very strong position, especially with this handoff red card. Didn't the Archaludon player earlier drew like everything they needed off red card, so maybe a red card is just bad. Right, I boss a game. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, okay, that's just GG's. But this was an interesting play. We go to 5-0, which means if we win the next game, we win the whole thing. Because there are only 6 round Swiss. Bro. Okay, sure, whatever. Arboliver, Absol, Maractus. I can't safely put Genesect into play because of the Maractus. Am I going first or second? I'm going second. That makes sense, but I don't like it very much. I'm not very happy about it. Because, yeah, they're just going to get Smoliv here. Or a Teomars. Teomars seems more plausible. And then I'm going to get Arboliver turn 2, which is not fun. They definitely have a Lily, or something that finds them everything they need. I don't want to do this, actually. If I'm getting hit with Arboliver immediately, I kind of want to do this. We could go Genesect. I think we have to go Genesect. I don't know, this is just really bad. If I'm benching Fez, I don't want to bench Genesect. I guess we just hope they whiff on our... If they whiff on Arboliver, we might be alright. Okay, cool, nice. So just gonna corner. I mean, I have teleportation burst, this doesn't matter too much. I do kind of need to draw quite a lot here, though. Yeah, that doesn't help. In that case, he can't move this very easily. Let's do that. Maybe it should have been on the Dunsparce to leave the possibility of... I think the 1 damage counter I give up from that is significant enough. Now the problem is I need to top deck. They're just going to get Lily here. Yeah. That is all 3 Lily though. So that's something. Late game red card might be good. Just to stop them having like red card Absol. This has been such a weird tournament. I've had, what have I had? If I look back at my matchups, we had Beedrill, which was a no-show, into Archaludon, Lunatone, Ursaluna, sorry, Rocket's Box, Mega Greninja. And we're ending against whatever this is. That is an Arboliver though, which is not good. But they need Air Balloon or E-Switch to get there. And you can't corner, because otherwise I stick this... Okay, you can corner. You can corner, apparently. I'll pass, and then... I need them to take a knockout. So I can get Fez draw. They have Judge plus red card plus stamp, by the way. This is not an easy matchup. They have 3 hand disruption options. And Mega Absol. They could corner for a knockout. That is something you can do. Yeah, okay. Sure. I don't mind that. And now, I have to go Fez without the Handheld Fan, so a late game Maractus is definitely something I'm scared of. But there are only 2 Night Stretchers, and... Okay, nice, sure. Whatever. This will get you, I think? You or the Dunsparce? I think a Kadabra. Hilda just gets me to where I want to be. I do still have the Switch, actually. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, that's good. Is it? I definitely don't want to have to burn the Switch here, is the main thing. Burning the Switch would be bad. Okay. Do I have to burn the Switch? What else would they do? If I don't... They can't take multiple prizes here. So I think this is comfortable. And then we pass. I definitely do not want to give up the Switch. Because giving up the Switch makes me very vulnerable to a Maractus. Late game. That is a Dawn. Or... Bloodmoon. Oh, they do have Bloodmoon. Bloodmoon plus Dolive. Okay. I didn't see that. Nice. Oh, okay. Air Balloon top deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can have this Meowth. And then we get this knockout. So I am going to get unfair stamped here, almost definitely. But if they're going to stamp, their only way through this is with a Teal Mask, which is not super difficult to KO, considering I have an energy on board already. I think the play that's really going to be difficult to deal with is going to be like a stamp plus Claw of Darkness if they can get there. But with no dark energy on board, I don't think that's the most realistic play to expect them to have. Okay, if nothing else, I can boss this Maractus for a turn, which seems quite good, considering they've played all 4 Lily already. But then I would either have to take a single prize, or dig for the last boss, or just wait for them to do something. I guess we see what the top deck is, we see what the Alakazam draws are, and then we go from there. If I can reach for a knockout this turn, I think we're just in a very good position regardless. But even if not, they have 1 Air Balloon and 1 Energy Switch, and if they're burning the Energy Switch, that means they're probably not getting to a Claw of Darkness this game, and Claw of Darkness is what I'm scared of. This seems like a very good deck for closed team sheets, for closed lists, sorry, if you can make it work. Although the Monkey Dories give it away, to some extent. Oh yes, Bloodmoon Boss is also something we can do, yeah. Bloodmoon Boss is something we can do. Draw some of these. I'm fine putting the Fez into play, if it means reaching for a knockout this turn. 9. Okay, yeah, that's huge. 9, 10, 11, 12. 11? Dawn gets me cards, doesn't it? Oh, it only gets me 1. 13, 12, 11. Knockout. Very good position to be in. Bloodmoon Ursaluna could be very good here if we find it when we need it. I'm probably getting hit with a red card this turn. Arboliver? Really? But that implies your plan. Otherwise, you'd shove. No, you should shove Monkey Dory, unless you plan on. Even if you plan on attacking with Arboliver, I think shoving Monkey Dory is just better, right? I think we're scared of a Maractus. But Maractus means you need to find red card this turn. They still have red card and Judge in the deck, neither of which I'm overly scared of. They know I have Switch. If we're going Maractus, we need a boss, which means you can only red card this turn. And Bloodmoon Boss is always open as an endgame option, sorry. Bloodmoon Boss is always open as an endgame option. We have 2 bosses left. You need a hand disruption here. You need some kind of hand disruption. Okay. Do you have a red card? Why are you going boss before Fez? What? Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, I just win then. I have Switch boss. Yeah, nice. GG's. Boss. This. Switch. There. I know I have it, because I had it last turn. Yeah, GG's. Apparently there is another round. They're playing Pulp Blaziken. I think it's just Jackson Ford's list from NAIC. With the secret box. So we're looking at Judge, we're looking at red card, and that's the hand disruption. This is probably getting an Abra, right? Because I can get double Kadabra pretty easily. I think we're just doing that and then passing. Ideally there's no Buddy, but I wouldn't hate a Buddy at all in this position. Yeah, the Lily's Pearl does nothing. They do also have 1-off Watchtower, so the play that really hurts is going to be red card plus Watchtower. or Judge plus Watchtower. Okay, it is a Buddy, which makes sense. Do you not have a Lily? Oh, there's no Lily. Well, I'd imagine there's a Cloak, at least. Otherwise you wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, okay. Hilda gets these. Putting down, I think I just want... There is a one-off Crispin, so I'm not too worried about that. Do I want 2 Abras or 1? I think just 1. I don't need to go for Genesect. So it would... I guess I could go for 2 Abras. Oh, was that the... No, the aspect's in there. Yeah, I could go for 2 Abras. Battle Cage immediately? Yeah, I think Battle Cage immediately is correct. Going into Utrecht, I was opting to, because I played ZAM 2 Utrecht Regionals, I was opting to just put Battle Cage in as soon as possible. Basically any turn where you feel threatened by Phantom Dive, you put Battle Cage into play. And there is a world here where they have Candy, Polt, Crispin, even though it's very unlikely considering they have 2 Candy, 2 Polt, 1 Crispin. Okay, Boss's orders would be very, very good here. Boss's orders would be incredible. But even if not, we get a comfortable lead. A comfortable lead which can at any moment just kind of fall apart as the result of Judge Watchtower. But a comfortable lead nevertheless. That's not a boss. I don't think I want this. I do kind of want this Eri. How much do I want this Eri? More than I want the Dawn. Show me a boss, please. Damn. It's fine without. It's fine without. It's not the end of the world. They're not working with much. Eri the 1 card. If this 1 card is an item, they're gonna hate me. You know what? I think we're just burning the Eri here. Didn't think so. Worth a try. Yeah, well they have Fez, and then I don't think I'm ever waiting there. I think you get a lot more value out of Bloodmoon in this matchup, right? Because they can't like boss and hammer you in the same turn. So maybe if I don't get hand disrupted here, then I might just be going... I might be putting the Bloodmoon into play, I think. Yeah, I think the Bloodmoon's coming down here. And then we go Hilda for these 2 or these 2? These 2. And we're doing this. Yeah, and then this can go here. And we can switch. That is not what I was trying to do. Did I play that? Did I misclick? That was a misclick, wasn't it? Fine. And then we switch here. Fail the Poffin to get rid of it. Play one of you to get rid of it. Handheld Fan isn't doing anything. Poké Pads are necessary. Knockout. Okay, this is good. Good position to be in. It helps that they had a miserable start. And it's still pretty difficult for them to get to an attack this turn. Although, with how many cards they're seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if they got there. You need to get... They are at... Red card is online now, so they could very easily have red card plus Crispin or Blaziken plus Dragapult. Equally, Judge could get you there, but Judge makes it harder, I think, because you see less cards. It's the energy. Okay, that's not a Judge, so they need red card if you want to hand disrupt this turn, and if you're not hand disrupting this turn, then you open yourself up to Bloodmoon Boss. Or actually, with how this board looks, you're opening yourself up to Alakazam Boss. To be honest, I don't care about damage counters as much. I think it's more important to keep the second Battle Cage in deck. I mean, that's provided I can find Battle Cage here, but if I do find the Battle Cage, if I find the Battle Cage, I don't think I'm playing it. Unless they go Watchtower red card. I don't know. We'll see what they do, because this hand is subject to change. The secret box is very good. Of course, I don't know what's in their hand, but the main thing is going to be what item do you get. You are down 1 Rare Candy. So you need the Rare Candy and the red card to make a meaningful attack this turn. But... oh, just boss Ultra Ball? Wait, what? We're just going boss Ultra Ball. So is Watchtower prized? Have you prized like Watchtower Air Balloon? That would be really good for me. No Watchtower is interesting though. I mean, it could be in hand. Discard the boss immediately. Combustion. Okay, now this is interesting. This is very interesting. So I get to go to 2 for free. And boss for game is going to get us there. I don't want these guys in my deck. I don't want a Dawn. Okay, 3 boss. I think we're at a stage now where I'm thinning out as many non-valuable cards as possible. So this is non-valuable. Preparing for red cards, we're just getting rid of anything I wouldn't want in the hand. So the Dawn I don't want, and the fan I don't want. There's a Battle Cage. That I do want because of Watchtower. You can never count pull out of these games, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to look at a board where I have, you know, Bloodmoon ready, 2 Kadabras, 2 prizes left, and think, you know what? This game's pretty much over. Dragapult is just so annoying that inevitably they will have it anyway. Especially because the deck's so thin, I doubt they're going to whiff. There's probably a judge, right? If you're thinning out these Poké Pads. Yeah, Watchtower. Oh no! Oh no. Yeah. It's not a red card, to be fair. It's not good, though. It's definitely not ideal. But it's not a Phantom Dive, notably. I think I'm content to just punch into this Blaziken without being too... yeah, I highly doubt they're going to get to double Monkey Dory. I don't think they can. Yeah, 2 Night Stretchers, they can't. This is weird. So I can't take a knockout, even if I... are we passing? Are we passing here? I think we're passing. Even though I'm pretty sure we're in a position where they can't Monkey Dory and attack next turn. Unless they have Crispin. But all your darks are gone and your fires aren't gone. Never mind. Fezandipiti? What is Fez doing? What was that thing Azul said about having the Cruel Arrow play and missing it? You had the Cruel Arrow play and you missed it. Sure. This thing I will punch into. Gladly. Oh, I see the vision. But now if I go Alakazam... because, yeah, and then you can... oh no, but you've already Crispin, so you couldn't get to a Phantom Dive plus... yeah, give me the Fez. Jimmy Stadium? Damn, that's not Stadium. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's definitely not 3 in deck, because there's not an Alakazam. But we do have Boss Boss. Boss Boss is something we have, and now you need to find a red card, which, considering you can see your whole deck, you will. And there are enough lilies left that you're not going to deck out. The problem is, I now have Boss Game, regardless. Because I have 2 Alakazams and you have a Monkey Dory. And if you red card and take a knockout, that helps me draw a Stadium. Because I see 7 cards from the top and there are 2 Stadiums in there. So there you go. And if I draw a Stadium, I think I'm pretty much there. Because Stadium gives me an extra 3 from the Dunsparce. I'm seeing so many cards, it's quite hard not to find one of the 2 bosses left over. We swing with Blaziken? We are swinging with Blaziken. Oh wait, if you dig for red cards, you're going to be playing enough cards that you will deck out, because you won't have 6 cards left. You have 8 in total. So yeah, you can't Fez this turn, otherwise you lose. You lose! Wait, you lose! You can't red card. You can't red card here. You lose. Wait, you lose. You've lost. You've lost. You're going to deck out. If you Lily, you're putting 6 cards back. You're drawing those 6 cards. You lose the deck out. What is going on? Should we see if we have it? It'd be very fitting that this video is about Bloodmoon. Oh, there's the boss. Show me the stadium. And the energy. Well, that's not stadium energy. I'll just pass. GG's. Deck out win. Sure. It works. Okay, now I can say for certain that we won the tournament 7-0. We won the tournament 7-0. It was like 100 odd people. It was like 105 or something. Which is cool. That is a tournament winner in the books for Alakazam. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.